Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. The markets are pulling back. Are you taking this as a buying opportunity? That's what we're getting into in today's video. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Smash that bell notification icon if you want to get notified. And don't forget to grab your completely free copy, The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below the video in the description. Grab it now and let's get into the video. So, we are seeing Bitcoin have a very nice pullback in the past 24 to 48 hours. We've seen Bitcoin pulling all the way back from the $100,000 level, currently sitting at $95,600. Okay, we did wick all the way down to 94.4. We wicked even lower last week, but this pullback was much more brief. Today, it is more of a market-wide pullback, Bitcoin pulling back strong, and many of the altcoins pulling back very, very aggressively as well. You can see all the red over across the board here. Ethereum pulling back from levels of $4,000 back down to $3,600. We wicked as low as $3,524. Solana pulling back currently at $211. We've got SUI pulling back all the way to $3.59, having been up at $4.36 just a couple of days ago. So again, these pullbacks are going to happen as we continue to move through the bull cycle. I've never seen or experienced a bull market in crypto where we do not encounter some of these pullbacks along the way up. It's never going to be a super straight line just to the upside. Again, if we look at total crypto market cap, you can see here we've been in a pretty strong uptrend here for the past month or so. And again, on the back of the US elections down here, we did see a very big green candle followed by huge market momentum before getting up to this $3 trillion level. We didn't even back down off $3 trillion. We just took about 8 to 10 days to finally break through it here after multiple attempts to move to the upside. We broke above 3 trillion, got all the way up to 3.33, pulled back to retest the $3 trillion level, and then kept moving to the upside. Obviously, the past couple of days, we started to pull back a little bit just here. We did drop from about 3.64 all the way down to 3.3 trillion, where we are sitting at today. But don't be alarmed, guys. 3.3 trillion, we only first got to this level here back on Friday, November 29th. So realistically, 11 days ago was the first time we even broke above 3.3 trillion. And, it's very, very recent. This pullback is somewhat, due, given the fact that we've had such an aggressive move to the upside. We had a small pullback retest here before moving higher, but I think this is typical, this is normal, this is healthy as we move through the course of a parabolic bull market for the next 6 to 12 months. Again, looking at Bitcoin dominance, we did see Bitcoin dominance breaking down here for the past couple of weeks. And then just in the past 24, 48 hours, we've had two large green candles. So again, what we typically see is when Bitcoin pulls back 3, 4, 5%, alts are going to pull back much, much harder. And that is exactly what we are seeing. You can just go over to CoinMarketCap to check this. Dogecoin down 11%, ADA down 13%, Avalanche down 11%, Shiba Inu down 14%, Stellar down 15%, Bitcoin Cash down 15%, Aptos down 15%. So even though Bitcoin's technically only down, 2, 3, 4% in the past 24 hours, most of the alts are pulling back more aggressively, and that causes Bitcoin dominance to move back to the upside. You can see we've actually gotten back above the 200-day moving average. We do have a few more hours until the close of this daily candle. I don't know if we're going to close above it or if we have the strength to close above it, but interesting to see this retest happening here. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to get back above the trend line we broke down below here on November 27th, but we might retest it, get rejected, and keep moving to the downside. So again, this is not over just yet. We do need to see Bitcoin get rejected to keep moving down to really move into an accelerated altcoin season, which we saw back at the beginning of 2021. Again, Bitcoin dominance breaking sharply down here, all the way down from January through May 2021 to signal a true altcoin season. We would want to see this continue to break down in this area to signal alts are going to move keep moving higher and higher over the coming weeks and months. So yeah, I think once you understand that these pullbacks are natural and these pullbacks will continue to happen over the next 6 to 12 months as we move through the bull market, you will begin to reshape and reframe these pullbacks as a buying opportunity. You know, being able to buy the dip, buy when there is blood on the streets is what the old saying goes. But, you know, it takes discipline and it takes having a little bit of cash reserves on the side to be able to actually execute on that and pull the trigger so that you can actually buy the dip and lower your cost basis over time. So again, alts like Tau, we were up here as high as $722 before wicking all the way down. Look at that. We wicked all the way down to $390. That is a crazy wick on Tau. Currently sitting at $553. Aero had made big moves to the upside. 2 very solid weeks here for Aero, making huge gains, going from $1.38 all the way up to $2.21, a 60% gain here in the space of 10 days. So, you know, a pullback here, somewhat natural for Aero as well. Render had made very big moves to the upside, also getting up here as high as 1182, pulling back to 841 where we're at right now. But again, I think we will see a recovery and moving to the upside over the course of the next few weeks and months. Jupiter with a strong pullback again. Look, retesting the 200-day moving average. I do think we'll stay above it here, but wicking all the way down to the 200-day and retesting that maybe to help us continue moving back in this general direction. So lots of interesting stuff happening. I hope you were able to take this pullback as a buying opportunity. This is the market makers shaking out those leveraged longs, getting rid of people who are over leveraged, levering up with too much capital, too much leverage. And just be careful, guys. Don't be taking out too much leverage in the markets when we're at this point. Binance, you know, Crypto.com, Coinbase, all these major exchanges, they're not going to let these huge 100x leveraged longs run it up because you're taking out a leveraged long at 99K, expecting Bitcoin to go to 150 over the next few months. They're not going to let that happen. There's too much at stake. They're going to flush out. They're going to flush out the leveraged longs. Play with leverage, but play with it very, very conservatively if you're going to do so. Again, this is not financial advice, but I just wanted to make a quick video on the state of the market, what's happening over the past day or two. It is a good buying opportunity. For me, fundamentally, nothing has ultimately changed. We are still expecting rate cuts from the US here in about 8 days time from now. We're currently sitting here on the 10th of December. If we look at the charts here, we can see an 86% expectation that we're going to get a further rate cut here on December 18th from the Federal Reserve and the FOMC meeting taking place here in 8 days time. So I think that means more capital flowing into risk on assets over the coming months. Use this buying opportunity, this dip as a pullback buying opportunity. I think if you can have the discipline to do that, you'll look back 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 months from now and be glad that you bought the dip. This is not financial advice, guys, but as always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar videos, smash the bell notification icon. And don't forget to grab your completely free copy, The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below in the description. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.